All right, we are live now. Say hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello.
So, this week on Annals of Levis, the Heretic King, it is Brynjar / Lockwood's turn to give us our recap, which I don't think Rick posted this week, did he?
I just did.
He just did. Cliff notes, not in the usual detail, but
Oh, he was
To
making
be fair,
everybody.
there
okay.
wasn't that much.
There's not a lot to give, I think.
He was making
This
everybody
is
wait.
true. For my week of giving the recap, I got off pretty lucky because the battle rages on. The party has killed a couple more giants. We still
Okay,
have a
whoa. They're not giants. They are giant, but they are not giants.
giant dune lords.
They are Dune Lords. Everybody say it with me.
My apologies.
Dune Lord. No, it wasn't your
Dune
apology.
Lords.
You're not the one that wrote that spare recap.
Lords
Lord.
of Doom.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Although I'm just saying, if the party kills Dune Lords, what does that make the party? I think we're pretty lordly. But anyways, poor Nair, he's getting kind of the brunt end of the stick currently, just constantly beaten down. Professor's been dealing out a lot of damage. He has a couple of elementals out currently. Pyre is doing an awesome job keeping us all alive, except for Nair. He just can't be saved, unfortunately.
I mean, can I quote one of Elvis's bodyguards when they asked him, how come you can't protect Elvis? And he was like, how do you protect somebody from themselves?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. No, I get you, Kelsey. I get the struggle is real.
She's healing her heart out, but it's he's in a bit of a tricky situation.
Literally a rock and hard place.
Yes.
Nair's literally about to just start getting, first level healing word thrown at him.
Again.
All right. Does anybody want to add anything?
No.
I tried my best.
Taz and Victor buffed Bren. What do they buff him with?
Haste is still
Haste.
up. Invisibility is no longer active.
Yes, he still got haste from Taj.
Oh, I forgot he was invisible. Which I thought
Well,
was
he's
for
now
a second.
visible. He was briefly, but now he's visible again.
all right.
For a fleeting
So,
moment.
let
Which
us
is a scary thought.
let us return now to the scorching deserts of Al-Karak.
That's
We are-
what that's what where I live. That's what it feels like today.
Oh, really?
Scorching desert.
Same, brother.
It's just brutal.
Well, we start at the end of the round actually with Professor Will Diggles. Professor,
Big Willie D.
do you still have Diggle left in you?
I did not know that I was up to Diggle.
I would hope so. I mean, that's kind of your street rep, isn't it?
Otherwise, left to call him Professor Won't Diggle.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah, we'd
let me
have.
open up my.
We'll go back to Wiggle.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
The Diggler.
I still show a death save, so I'm gonna remove that. So I'm concentrating. Can't do anything with that.
You're concentrating on one elemental,
Richard.
Yeah.
and you used a stone to conjure another elemental.
Right.
Wally.
Wally.
So can't conjure another one right now. I will check the range on Ice Knife.
The old standby.
Hang on, Line's
The old standby.
just trying to get into my Cheez-Its. Hang on.
Get him, Linus. Those Cheez-Its are yours. He can't stop you.
I will slap you. Not Linus, you, Rick.
Yeah, I figured.
The Cheez-Its are
Oh.
yours if you are brave.
Linus is just an animal driven by instinct. You know better.
I'm going to move 5. 10, that should put me within 60 of this monstrosity down here at the bottom, Verima.
All right, so who are you aiming at?
Verima, down at the bottom.
Okay.
Gonna hit her with ice, whatever this is called, ice knife.
Ice knife. All right.
Ice knife, baby.
The knife that ices.
dun.
She will get a saving throw. She has advantage because she is a Dune Lord, and it is a spell. $27. She makes the save and takes, I guess, half damage.
How does that work?
No damage. Well, it's an attack roll first, and then there's a save.
Well, the attack roll is the 19.
No, the 19
no.
is the difficulty of the save.
Yes, so
It's a
do a
two-part spell.
attack.
So yeah,
Fireball.
roll a 1d20 plus 11. So 19 would not hit her, so she did not take any damage at all.
Yay!
Incredible.
So that was my action. Do I have to command these elementals to do stuff? It's been a while.
They act on their own turns.
Okay. Well, then I will use my bonus action to drink a healing potion.
All right.
Gotta go find it.
All right. You get 8 healing your way.
Nice.
Does that end your turn?
Turn.
All
Yep.
right. Next up, then, we are in round 11. Victor Cervantes, you are up.
Hey, that's me. It's your boy, Victor Cervantes. Let's go.
Anything
5.
you do this turn will have disadvantage on it now. Just because
20,
I am that annoyed by
25,
it's your boy and it's your girl. I hate that shit.
Well,
So-
thankfully, I'm not using an attack roll, so it won't make a difference.
Oh, okay. Well, then if you're doing anything that requires a saving throw, they'll have advantage on it. But they were probably
They'll
gonna
already have advantage on
Yeah.
it.
I'll find some
All
other
right,
way to get even with you.
Dissonant Whispers on Belmoran.
On Belmoran. Oh,
Yep,
it's just the
he
one
has
that
to
makes
make a
him.
DC 19 Wisdom saving throw.
Hang on. Linus, Bubba. God damn it. Okay. I'll be back in just a moment. My cat has other plans here.
Linus, just take like 20 or 30 hit points off.
All right, so where are we? What we're doing? DC 18.
Or it should be 19. I gotta fix that.
DC. Yeah, you need to fix that. Go ahead. In fact, fix it right now, because it seems like it comes up every game.
Yeah. I got it.
So DC 19 Wisdom saving throw. Is that correct?
That's it. Yep.
You'll have advantage. And with advantage, he's good.
All right. He still takes half of this, so 3d6. He still takes 8 psychic damage.
All right, 8 psychic damage. Does that end your turn, Victor
That's it.
Flapping Bird?
Yes.
All right, our number one super fan has texted me saying, "What did you do with my grandson?" Nothing. He is fine. He is stretched out here in front of the keyboard. All right, next up.
Okay.
Next up is Brynjar, our fighting man from the north, on the other continent. Brynjar, what would you like to do?
So I am going to move. If I move there, to here. Well, so I'm going to cast a Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
It's one of my.
You were already
So
concentrating on something earlier. What was
That
it?
what I am no longer. So that was on.
Probably Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so now you're concentrating on Zephyr Strike.
Correct.
All right. Are you
So
trying to get flanking here with Richard?
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work unless
Um,
Richard.
No, because the center of Richard's token would have to be here. It's hard to get flanking with things that are bigger than you.
If he moves up one, I might be able to get it, but that's okay.
Well, I
but
mean,
with
it's-
Zephyr Strike,
It's not his turn.
correct. With Zephyr Strike, though, I do get advantage. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Just a second.
Nice.
All right. With advantage,
Plus,
that does hit.
plus with the Zephyr Strike, I get 1d8 force damage.
All right.
All right, now on to my normal attack, which won't be an advantage anymore.
I will tell you, he looks bad for a Dune Lord.
There we go.
Good.
All right. With a 24 and a 23, both of those do hit for a combined 30 points of damage. He looks even worse.
Beautiful. Let's see. Do I have my potions? Do I have left? Potions.
Haste action.
Oh, that's right. I do have haste. I forgot. So I will get to take one more attack.
Nice.
31 for 11 slashing damage. And he looks even worse.
I don't have any more of those. Don't have any more of those potions. Okay. I am going to use my last potion. It's just a normal potion of healing. I'm
Okay,
completely
smoke
out
him
of
if you got
potion. Yeah, I'm completely out of potion. Just like normal
All right.
healing.
9 hit points. Very good. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn, and I will be right back.
Next up is Richard Stone, Dick to his friends.
I am making sure that I have the right elemental.
It's the one that is for him.
Elemental
It's
spirit.
yeah, for him. It's the one that's in your character folder.
So I'm going to double slam.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. There we go.
So that is a crit. Go ahead and do the damage on that. 11 plus 6 for 17. Tell us how Dick Stone kills Belmoran, the Dune Lord.
He punches him in the femur, rips the femur off, and the guy just kind of bleeds out.
He rips
Dang.
the femur out of his leg.
He takes the
Yeah.
femur.
This is mine. You can have this back when you
And then-
learn to behave.
It's just a dumb rock elemental, so he just kind of looks at the femur stupidly while the guy bleeds out. Like, how did that happen?
This
It's
is
like-
mine now.
It's like pulling the bone out of a drumstick.
I mean, I've heard of people taking a back, but I've never heard of them taking a leg.
Wow.
Oh.
God almighty. All right. Very good. Does that end Dick Stone's turn?
Sure.
Next up is our friends, or our friend.
And then there was one.
All right, Verima. It's looking steep, but it's time for the Verima sweep.
This is where we learn that she gets an extra attack for every Dune Lord that's died.
There you go. The real nemesis. Yeah, there was a person who had a crown and a second crown, but Verima, the final boss. Or
So,
unleash your ultimate power.
Verima takes a look around at the dead bodies of her kinsmen and her fellow Dune Lords. And she lays down her sword on the ground in front of, or not her sword, her fiery maul on the ground in front of her. And she holds up her hand in the universal sign of parley.
Is that her turn?
That will end her turn. Next up is Wally's turn.
We don't control him. We don't.
Yeah.
control him.
I think Wally just attacks. Like,
Yeah.
Wally only knows murder. He only knows violence.
yeah. So I guess he'll do the multi attack. I don't know whether to kill her. She's in pretty good health.
14 doesn't hit her at all. Neither does 13.
Okay.
Okay. Wally was pathetic
That was
and
a close
useless,
one.
and that ends his turn.
Next up is Nair. Nair, would you like to spend half your movement to get up so you're no longer laying prone like a little bitch?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Thanks to the fact that I am a drunken master, when I'm gonna actually go ahead and pull this up here because I just saw it here in just a moment. Just looking at this. I've got this ability because when I'm prone, I can stand up by spending only 5 feet of movement rather than half my speed.
All right. You spend 5 feet of movement to kip up.
Yep.
All right.
As I do that, I'm going to go ahead and let's see, drink my last healing potion that I've got. So we go ahead and do this. So it's just going to be a regular, common potion of healing, which heals me for a whopping 4 points of damage.
Oof. You rolled double ones on that. I think you did that last session too.
I think so, yeah. So
You gotta check the expiration date on those potions, man.
The dice really hate you.
okay, and see now as I basically pop up, and I'm looking around, seeing that she is seeing basically that I imagine I can see her Verima putting her sword down from where I am, correct?
Well, none of her people are blocking her because they're all on the ground dead.
Yeah. Okay. So at that point, I'm going to, just in case, I'm going to spend one key point to use patient defense.
Okay.
Okay. And that will end my turn.
All right. Nair is dodging. Taj, what do you do?
Okay. Nair's dodging. I'm sorry. Let me just confirm. Did Nair say anything about the elemental that's about to start swinging at her?
Nope.
Okay. I'll call out. Have they been talking in primordial or anything like that? Or do they speak in common?
They've been whatever they're speaking, you've been able to understand it. You would guess
Okay.
they're talking common, or at least a dialect of common.
Got it.
Now, is that their native language? Probably not. You don't know.
No. I'll call out saying the elemental is uncontrolled. One moment, please. I'm just going to shoot it.
Please hold.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line. Firebolt at the elemental to
Wait,
help
what?
take care of it. The air elemental. We're talking. We shouldn't be talking while it's going to be fighting, or she's going to not comply and be annoying. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, Taj has decided to target the air elemental. 24 hits Wally for 20 points damage. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Wally turns his attention
Yes, he does.
over towards y'all.
Sounds good. And then I'll have Tart fire at it.
All right.
Oh, I don't think a 13 hits.
No, it's AC's 50.
Let's see. Elementals are fast. They probably have 50 or so fly. So I'm going to just back up, saying,
Everyone say hello to Army Mike, who has popped into the chat. Hello, Mike.
Howdy.
Hello,
Hello, Mike.
Hello,
Not
sir.
this Mike, but the other Mike. Hi, Army Mike.
All right.
It's cute that you think his movement speed is 50.
Yeah. His fly speed. Not his walk speed. I'm sure he waddles. That's it. End turn.
All right, next up is Pyre.
I'm going to use my action. I'm going to hold an action to throw a javelin at her if she attacks anyone in the party.
Okay, I think any attack would be. Oh no, she's within javelin range. I think javelin range is 60.
I believe so.
Let me look that up real quick.
One moment.
Or hang on. No, it's 30. So if you wind up throwing a javelin at her, it will be a disadvantage, FYI. All right. So you have readied a javelin attack in case she attacks. Is that correct?
Yep.
Does that end your turn?
Yep.
All right. Next up is Professor Wildiggles.
I will not dismiss Richard, whatever his name is.
Richard.
And-
That's what you said his name was.
I think that I'll just do the dodge action. Turn over.
All right. Wildiggles does a little dance, makes a little dodge, gets down tonight, and we are at the start now of round 12. It is back up to Victor Cervantes. Was peace ever an option for Victor Cervantes?
Man, I wish I still had Morgan.
Does
They would.
his
If
Aris-
Morgan murdered someone, they'd be like, "Yeah, that tracks." But Victor Cervantes has a reputation.
Does his Arispanian blood cry out for more other blood? Someone else's
Rick's
blood.
blood, definitely. I thirst for blood, but Victor Cervantes he's a bird of peace. He would rather bring people together than succumb to barbaric violence. So as much as I, as a player, don't want to, I think the right thing to do here is to stand down. I will, though. Who's looking hurt? I think I'm probably the most hurt. Or at
I will
least close
also
to it.
point out that Tart has glided into the grease that was put down, I think, by Wildiggles 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back in
Nice.
June.
Back
Thankfully,
in June. Yeah.
The treads are. It's got treads. It's fine.
Well,
When I
I
hear
mean,
the
It's
word
mechanical,
on myself.
some grease might help it out.
it's still on the
Yeah,
it's still on the
little
field
bubble.
of battle. He's still going to be subject to all of
Wait, is that a concentration?
no
No,
grease.
no.
No. Oh, healing word.
Grease is
No,
Yeah, I'm just gonna heal
word's
myself.
Just a bonus action. Just
Yep.
okay, yeah, that's good.
My one healing spell. I'll heal myself for 3 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 5. So 8 health.
All right. Does that end your turn?
I will fly closer. Actually, Yeah, I'll use my action to dash and get closer. That way we can try and parlay if it comes down to it. That's it.
All right. Next up is Brynjar. Brynjar, is the blood boiling within you, pressing you to engage? You see your friends
Yes.
holding back. What do you do?
So Brynjar is gonna basically kind of slow walk. I mean, he's hasted right now, but still 5, 10,
Fast, slow
15,
walk.
20, 25, 30. He'll basically, slow walk up to her, kind of menacingly, flourishing the halberd. He isn't quite sure why everyone is like willing to parlay with them. He wants her dead, but he's gonna see what happens, and he's gonna hold his attack action until, let's see, what would be the trigger? If she goes to pick up her weapon.
All right. Next up is Richard, Dick Stone, Professor Wildiggles, your elemental. What do you control it to do?
I open up its player sheet and find out how much movement it has. I've never moved with the thing, I don't think.
If you click on the token, you'll see in the third bubble it says 40-40. It has a normal ground movement of 40 feet, or a burrowing speed of 40 feet as well.
Ooh. So just for giggles, then he's gonna burrow. What is that? 5? I don't know how to measure this. 5, 10, 15, 20. That doesn't seem to feel right.
It is
25, 30, 35, 40.
all right.
And that'll end his turn because he can't do anything.
All right. So he is currently underground
Sure.
because you did not say that he was burrowing out of the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd just be under there.
You note that Verima, the Dune Lord, is looking over in that area. Professor Wildiggles, give me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check.
As a freebie.
This is Will Diggle's check, not.
What did I
what's
say?
his name?
I think he was clarifying whether it was him or Richard.
No,
that
it was
needed to
Will
do-
Diggles, yeah. Will Diggles, you would guess by the way that she has tracked your elemental underground that she has what you have heard the desert giants refer to as tremor sense. Meaning
Tremors him.
they can feel the movements within the ground and know when something is moving underground.
Okay. He notes that.
All right. Next, does that end Richard's turn?
It does.
Next up is the Dune Lords.
Or-
Verima. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Will Diggles.
I was just gonna say there's only one now, so, and really, she's female, so it could just be the Dune Lady now.
She's still a Dune Lord. She didn't go to Dune Lord school just to be called Dune Lady. Thank you very much. So she looks at you, Brynjar, and then she looks at you, Victor, and then she looks back at Taj and Wildiggles and Pyre and Nair. And then she speaks in a booming voice and she says, "Who speaks for you?" Let your leader come forth. And then that will end her turn. Next up is Wally.
Wally does not care one bit for what she
Punch,
just
punch,
said,
punch.
and it makes a beeline for Todd.
That
It's
tracks.
It's really funny she says that, and Nair is next up.
Yeah.
He'll be on the same square as Taj.
Damn, how much movement he got for flying?
90 flying.
90. Okay, got it.
I can't get it on top of you, but anyway.
Easy.
It's fair.
Easy.
It's a family street.
Family street.
You know what? He'll do the whirlwind attack. Why not?
Yeah.
Awesome. You
You
sure? You sure don't want to do a
spin
slam
me.
attack? I think that'd be to do a lot of damage.
DC
Actually, I have no
13.
idea what your DC.
DC 13 strength saving throw, Taj. Do Earth Genasis have, or I'm sorry, do Artificers have proficiency
No.
in strength?
Nope. But we
The-
got that ground game, so we're good. I'm on the ground, which gives me an advantage against air. Which is in the air.
All right, you make the strength saving throw. Is that half damage? Let's see.
Half bludgeoning and isn't flung away or knocked prone. So.
All right, so you take 7. You take 7 points of damage, and you are not thrown. You just go prone where you are, with this thing swirling all around you.
I don't think I'm even knocked prone, and isn't flung away or knocked prone.
Oh yeah, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind.
So.
You're not prone. You feel a lot of wind around you.
And he failed to recharge Settle Industry.
All right. Next up is Nair.
Okay. So Nair, having heard what she said and still kind of reeling a little bit from all the beatings that he took, he basically says, "Well, I've only been with this group for a short time, big lady, and the way I see it, it's more or less you have to decide between either that one over there with Taji Wallakins," and he points to Taj over there, since he seems to know what he's doing. Or you can talk to the Buddy Man, and he points to Victor, who seems to like who is very eloquent. Or you can talk to the little boy with the beard, and he points to Professor Wildiggles. They
It was funny
seem
if
to
you pointed
know.
to fire after you said that.
Or the smaller version of you, and he points to Pyre. So they should definitely know what to say.
Brynjar's like, what the fuck?
All right.
Not even in the running. Damn.
All right. So,
Not even a-
Taj, what would you like to do?
Okay.
I like
Well,
I like how
trying-
no one has tried to attack this
No,
elemental.
I
Other than
understand. It's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to shout as Nair is talking, but like the rushing winds just completely muffle my voice as I'm trying to fight this thing.
It's like your mouth open out the car window. You can't really breathe.
Exactly. It hasn't taken a lot of hits, has it? How's it looking so
It has
far?
taken 1 hit from you earlier.
That's it? Okay, fine.
Yeah. The
Alright,
Dude
well-
just ignored it.
Then sauce must be applied. Give me a second.
Fire everything.
So, don't tempt me, Frodo. So I have a wand of fireballs. We're about
Did
to
you
go
just
take a
call
long
Brynjar
rest.
Frodo?
I said, don't tempt me, Frodo. So I have a wand of fireballs and all that, and it's fully charged because I have a feeling these guys have been immune to fire damage. So,
What would make you think that?
the
Actually,
fire and the burning and the red hair and the fact they didn't take any damage when we dealt fire damage to them. So, usually those.
They do fire damage.
Yes. But I don't think this guy is immune to fire. So we're going to do some fire stuff to him. And we're going to do some fun. I have 7 charges. I'm going to spend 6 of them. So I have 1 remaining. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. 8th level fireball. Right? Here. So it only hits the earth, the elemental. Does that only hit the elemental and nothing else?
That is correct.
Perfect. All right, I throw it there. Fireball, 8th level fireball.
Jesus.
I am done. I am done with this guy. So, goodbye. Oh, and I gotta roll an extra D8 because of Boomstick.
Because
So
of what?
25, 35,
All right, so that is a total of
46.
46 points of damage. Please, Will Diggles, make the dexterity saving throw, DC 18, for the air elemental, for Wally.
Wait, is that a saving throw?
It
Yeah.
is a dexterity saving throw. He makes it, he takes half the damage, which is 13. No, wait, not 13.
23.
23, thank you. Yeah, 23.
Yeah, 23. 23. And then I'm going to shoot him with Tart.
All right,
14?
now, Tart is in Greece. Who was it that cast Greece? Was that Will Diggles?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it
me.
was.
Oh, there you go.
Remind me
You're
what.
just a menace.
Isn't that like once he starts his turn there, or once he goes, doesn't he have to? Doesn't he have to like make a dexterity
it's a
saving
dexterity
throw?
saving throw.
All right, so Taj, have Tart make a
Holy smokes.
dexterity saving throw, or he will
I'm-
fall prone.
I'm happy to do that, but I am going to also point out here that when you create the cannon, yada yada, and your turns, where is it? Oh, there we go. If it's forced to make an ability check or a saving throw, treat all of it as tens. Okay, there we go. This cannon is a magical object, 18 AC, yada 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 yada. It is immune to poison, psychic damage, and all conditions. So it fails to save. It technically gets the prone condition, but it's immune to all conditions, so it's fine.
All right, very good. So,
And it succeeded, so.
all right, so Tart. Well, you said treat him as tens.
Tens, yes.
So technically he
19.
failed, but he
Isn't his DC 18 or 19?
it's a DC 18. You said treat
rolled
it
a
as a 10.
Oh, it's ability
ability
score.
score.
Scores are tens.
Oh,
So it's a plus two.
I'm sorry. I got you.
Sorry,
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey.
rolled
My bad.
19,
he's
All
good.
right. All right. So, have Tart make his attack.
Yes,
He did.
he shot and he missed. Well, he shot for a 14. I don't think that hits against.
Nope.
14
guys.
does not hit the air elemental. Close,
He
but
will
no
get on
cigar.
closer, though. There you
Swing
go.
and a miss.
Taj is going to move here and end turn.
All right. Next up is Pyre. Pyre, you see this out of control air elemental going after Taj. What would you like to do?
I'm here to work on it. But first, I point to Taj and I say, "He's our leader. Give us a moment." And then I am going to cast Flame Blade,
Yeah.
and I'm going to. Sorry, I lost it for a second. There it is.
All right. 21 does
Ignore
hit
the
this thing.
healing. Ignore the healing. Would that be good for Divine Strike? I'm sorry, I forget.
Yes, it is. Because it's a melee weapon.
Which is
D8.
D8. Plus 8.
24.
That is 24 points of damage to
You dealt
Wally.
more damage than my level 8 fireball.
Wally is looking bad for a conjured battlefield elemental.
How many points of damage was it?
24.
24.
Okay.
All right. Does that end your turn, Pyre?
Yeah.
Next up is Professor. Will he or won't he diggle?
Oh, he's gonna diggle.
Why'd you say it like
What
a
that
dirty
means.
cigar smoking clown? Oh, he's gonna diggle.
So I was
Just
in the
give
middle
me
of a
room.
cough.
I ain't even started diggling.
So, hearing what Pyre says, he said, yeah. Taj is our leader. and kind of scuttles away from the monstrosity that he created. And that'll end his turn.
All right. Next up then is round 13. First up is Victor Cervantes.
All right, I guess I'll help with the elemental. Fine, if I have to. I'm gonna go ahead and say mean things. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. That didn't fix it. Damn. The DC
would
8
you do-
spell save DC. I still have to figure out where that's pulling from. It's very odd.
what am I rolling?
Wisdom saving throw for it. 17. Well, my DC is 19, so it takes 6 psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
That is enough to kill Wally. How do you kill this out of control air elemental that was once an ally, that was summoned
Yeah.
to aid you against the Dune Lords, but has now been struck down dead by its former friends?
Victor Cervante, bloody and bruised, has just had enough of this thing. He looks at it and says, "Ay pedo diablo, váyate," which means, "Go away, demon fart."
Okay. All right.
Perfect.
Very good. Next up, or does that end your turn?
Yeah, on my turn.
Next up is Brynjar.
Okay, so Brynjar is going to cast Zephyr Strike again on himself. He's going to hold his attack action still until he's either told to attack or she picks up her weapon. And he's just going to stare at her menacingly and say, "I'm waiting for them to tell me to kill you." And then that'll end my turn.
So he tells her that he's just waiting for them to tell them to, for them to tell him to kill her.
Pretty much, yeah.
He says that to her. Okay. Very good. Next up is Richard.
So, am I able to burrow him underneath her and just kind of leave him there?
If you want, yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna have him do that. Just be well within 40.
All right. So you move him underneath her.
And then you can just kind of hear Will Diggles mumbling, "Leave it, leave it."
All right.
And that'll lead us.
Next up is the Dune Lord. She looks back out over everyone she sees. Like she's trying to figure out which of you is the most intelligent. She's looking at you in a way that she's clearly judging you. It looks like, you know how if you've ever seen somebody looking at you trying to figure out if you're stupid or not? It's very much that kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had that happen.
In fairness, she is smarter than most of you.
It's a low bar, though.
It is
Don't
a
be
low
too
bar.
impressed.
It is a low bar. So let's see. She looks down at her feet into the towards the ground. And Brynjar, give me a perception check, just a freebie.
Okie dokie.
You definitely felt the ground move underneath you. And that is what she's looking down towards now. And she begins to speak to this elemental in a language that is ancient and primordial. Does anyone have proficiency in primordial / Ignan?
The Genasis have primordial. Pyre has Ignan.
Pyre.
Excellent.
So Taj, you understand like maybe you took a semester of primordial.
I assume this is like English to Cajun.
Kinda. Pyre, you understand it perfectly. Taj, you only get like every other fifth word, but you kind of get the gist of it. Pyre, Verima begins talking to the summoned stone elemental as if it is the leader of your party.
Wow.
You hear her explain to the stone elemental that as of right now, she is the last Dune Lord, and that if the Dune Lords disappear from the deserts of Valkarak, of especially out here in ancient Pesia, it's going to bode ill for the deserts. The deserts will become filled with monsters, and it'll be a situation that's actually something that Taj you would have heard of before in history. That there were times when there were times in ancient history when people cried out for the Dune Lords to come save them. Like the Dune Lords were the only game in town. Unfortunately, the Dune Lords were also kind of dicks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Pyre, you hear her talking to Richard and say, "Are those terms acceptable? I will leave here peacefully, return to our ancestral home. I will embrace the rock of the gene seed, and I will slumber. The Dune Lords will be preserved, and we will trouble you no longer."
Is that a euphemism?
Is that a euphemism?
The
Give
rock
me,
of the gene seed?
if only you understood, if only you spoke
I know.
Kavitos.
All right, I know.
All right, that'll end her turn. She is now waiting for a reply from the earth elemental. All right, next up is Nair.
Okay. Nair kind of nods at this like he completely understood it, but he totally didn't. And he's like, yes, it's a okay. Well, he basically says, and he says, well, that's very nice. Yes. Okay. And then he is still going to wait here at the moment. While he's doing that, he's going to use let's see. He is going to spend 1 key point to, let me see if I can find where it is. I just have the thing in here. Okay. Oh, where was it on here? There was something on here that that it could use on here. Okay. Oh, I can't find it. Naturally. Oh, here it is. Okay. He is going to spend...
Bro, do you even monk?
Yeah, he's spending 2 key points to basically do some quickened healing on himself. So I regained a number of hit points equal to the number rolled plus your proficiency bonus. So so I have to roll a martial arts die, and since my martial arts die is 1d8 slash roll 1d8.
Is that from the new stuff?
That, I think so. I think it might be.
Because you're supposed to be using the stuff from the OG rules, but that's fine. I'm not going to quibble about it.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's okay, I don't have to use. I don't have to use it. Use that then. So I can just forego it. In that case, then I will go ahead and spend 1 key point to keep dodging. Because again, yeah, that's fine. I will to basically do step to do patient defense, and that will end my turn. Yep.
All right. Next up is Taj. Taj, you just saw this Dune Lord looking down at the ground, speaking to something as if it was the leader of your party. I'll give you this. You would figure out that it is Richard, the Earth Elemental, since you no longer see him, but you see a giant hole here where he was.
Yeah, I'm going to use my 20 intelligence and figure out the elemental. Um, I'm not going to sit here and explain the intricacies of our party. I'm going to step forward, bellowing out in primordial. I speak Terran, so you'll have to get the gist of what I'm saying. But I'll call out saying, Richard of the Deep accepts these terms. Let the Dune Lords return to a place of folklore and history and protect these lands from worse. Uh, be gone.
All right. She raises her eyebrow when you issue the word "be gone" towards her. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right. Next up is Pyre.
I'm holding it together because I see what's happened here, and I'm just like, and I will speak, I will speak in, I forget how you pronounce the name of it. Could you pronounce the name of the one I know?
That is Ignan.
Yes, Ignan. Thank you. And I'll say, yes, with Richard underground, he can't speak for himself. And he doesn't, and he's...
You're losing her.
I don't know.
She narrows her eyes like suddenly she's not buying the bullshit. Pyre, if you want to pull this off, you're going to have to make a persuasion check. Just as you begin to stammer and trail off.
Sorry. You're
And
making me cry.
it's gonna be high too. It's gonna be DC 20.
Oh.
You're pretty good, those.
You are, which is partially why I'm making it so high. Also because it'll make you feel uncomfortable, and you'll be like, oof.
I can't flash a genius that. Do you have Bard? Bard inspiration?
You know,
I'm out of Burdick inspiration, my guy. Tank's empty.
I still have an inspiration.
Use it.
Oh,
I am.
oh,
No!
Now we're stuck here. Have to fight her anyway.
so as you start to stammer and trail off and completely lose your shit while you're trying to speak to this Dune Lord, you kind of just trail off incoherently into psychobabble. Taj, it even makes you kind of look over at her like, what? Like you suspect Pyre may be having medical issues.
We're so done with this.
All right, Pyre, does that end your turn?
Yep, I'm gonna just cry a little.
All right. Pyre cries as a free action. Professor Wildiggles, what would you like to do?
Well, he could do the funniest thing and have Richard attack. But he doesn't have the foggiest idea what's going on because people are talking in primordial.
Okay.
So I think he's just gonna do the dodge action and then kind of wait until something happens.
All right. We are in round 14 now. Victor Cervantes, you are up.
I just want to get on with the violence so bad, but that's not the right thing to do. It looks like we're losing her, right? Like she's getting ready to attack.
She doesn't look like she's getting ready to attack, but she definitely looks like she did not buy whatever bullshit Pyre was telling her in Ignan.
All right, let's go for it then. Yep, I'll go ahead and fly up towards her face, just so I have her attention. Be like, all right, if you are truly in trying to end this peaceably, we will give you your chance. You are beaten today. We will not chase you should you choose to leave. And my friend Brynjar, and he will look down at Brynjar, will stand down.
All right.
If that is acceptable to you, let me know.
She looks as if she will answer you on her turn. But in the meantime, she looks down at Brynjar. Brynjar, what do you do?
Brynjar continues to just make steady eye contact with her and holds his attack action for any sign of violence.
All right. Does that end your turn?
It does.
Next up is Richard of the Deep. What did that become? Oh, whatever. Okay, Richard of the Deep.
That's what Taj said his name was. So.
I gave him a little sauce. There's no wrong amount of sauce.
So I'm assuming that Richard of the Deep, being an elemental spirit, it's not like I can hear through his ears and know what's going on.
He is not your familiar.
Yeah, so I would just have him hold his attack
In fact, what round
or unless she does something.
Hang on. Round 14. You are you're a couple rounds from losing control of this thing.
Well, I mean, I've still got it for a little while. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
Does this version of the elemental not just disappear when he loses concentration?
I mean, if I drop concentration, yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
not
this
the
is
kind
not-
that goes
this
out of
is not the-
control.
Oh,
This
okay.
is not the conjure elemental.
Never mind then. All right, very good.
So he'll just hold his attack in case she picks the sword back up. That'll be the trigger.
All right, next up is the Dune Lord. And she looks down to the ground once more. And then she points over at Victor Cervantes. And she looks at the ground. And you would understand this, Pyre, and Taj, you would understand this. Victor, you wouldn't because she's not speaking in common. You can tell she understood common. But she's looking down at the ground, speaking to the ground, and Pyre, you hear her say, "Are these your emissaries then? Do they speak for you? If so, we have an agreement and I will depart."
I'm sorry, she referring to...
She's referring to you, me, and Victor.
We will respond on our turn.
All right. Next up is Nair. Oh, God, this ought to go good. Next up is Nair.
Tell
So
it how
now
it is.
you're here. I mean, again, nodding along. Why she's speaking, and also kind of thinking, why is there so much noise all of a sudden? Like because of the booming voice. He is going to just lean back in the rock, thinks that, hey, everything, looks like everything's under control for the time being, and he's going to take a swig from his fermented goat's milk and wait for something to happen.
All right, very good. Next up is Taj.
I'll take some steps forward and say their words ring true. Go and continue the Dune Lord name in these lands, and do not bother us again.
Do not bother us again.
Taj, give me a persuasion check.
Let's see. Can I have Tart fire a warning shot for advantage? No, I assume no.
I mean, you can, but Taj is going to have to make an attack roll, and he's going to have to hit her armor class in order to not hit her.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna roll the nuts. Watch this.
Please no.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh,
And give me 1 second. Do. I'll just use a flash of genius to make that a 21.
All right, so she listens to you speak, and then she kind of nods slowly, and you would take that as a sign that that You have reached an accord with this Dune Lord.
Sounds good.
All right. Does that end your turn?
I'll lower my weapons. Tart will maybe like the big dragon mouth will kind of close up, and I'll lower my guard, I guess.
All right. Next up is Pyre.
I will say, I'm sorry if I might have almost led you the wrong way. I'm bad at speaking.
And she has a look on her face, is like, no shit.
They don't normally trust me to speak. For good reasons. And that ends my turn.
She has a look on her face like, I bet they don't let her do recaps. All right. Next up is Professor Wildiggles.
Are they still speaking Primordial?
Pyre was, yeah. Taj and Pyre were.
All right, cool. He still doesn't have a clue what is going on, so end of turn.
All right. Next up, then, at the start of round 15, Verima leans down to pick up her maul of fire. Brynjar,
Oh no.
does that trigger your reaction? Do you attack her when she bends down to pick up her maul?
Oh no.
I forgot to say anything.
Oh no. And nobody has said anything to Brynjar about what's
Yeah,
going
Victor
on.
Cervantes was yelling in comments.
Todd has lowered his weapons, and Tart has disabled.
Okay. All right. No,
All
it
right.
does not.
Would have been really funny
Trigger.
if you said yes, though.
It would have been.
As she
I would've
reaches
been with you.
down to pick up her maul, she fades out of sight.
It's a good thing because I didn't have a way of stopping Richard.
Thank God.
And one by one, the
Oh,
bodies,
she's gone.
the bodies of the Dune Lords, likewise, begin to disappear. However,
No, the loot.
However, they do leave shining baubles behind in the sands where their bodies lay.
Oh, thank God.
Victor,
Oh, look, it's Bert.
Wait. Are they like the Vorsimian artifacts?
Victor,
Yep.
you have a bird's eye view.
Always.
Since you were 10 feet up in the air. These look like rings. They are big enough that a medium-sized creature like you or Taj or Pyre could probably wear them like shoulder pads. But the
rings?
rings have large, ornate gems set in them.
Huh.
They do not appear to be like orbs, as Taj was yelling out earlier.
I see.
Brynjar wants to go inspect the one that the king was, whichever belonged to him, I guess.
Okay. So, let me pull up this handout. To our number one super fan, yes, this fight is over now. This fight that has gone on for a month is now over.
Mhm.
Does this mean they left?
Yeah, yes. I am not sure what made up the fancy words that they said, but it looks like it did the trick. Too bad they all died, except one. But yes, good job. And Nair kind of does a slow clap. I am really hurting right now. And he goes, "Ooh, shiny!" And he touches, and he basically looks at one of the little rings that they left behind, and he kind of like dabs at it. To see what it does.
Okay,
Like
so
it's like, ooh. Yeah.
Here is, hang on here.
Yeah, I imagine Nair's got like a severe concussion right now.
I'm trying to copy and paste this into the chat. The way I wrote it, it was not formatted very well for copying and pasting into chat. So you find 4
Right.
large sapphires, 3 large rubies, and 2 diamonds.
Oh.
And I just noticed a typo on one of my things that I'd written down. I've corrected that now. All right. So that's what you find on between all of the rings.
So the metal of the ring. So that's including the metal of the rings.
The metal
Would
of the
there be, like,
rings
gold,
would be a separate thing. Now, keep in
No.
mind, these are very large. None of you have really tried to pick one up yet, but you would guess that the rings probably... Brynjar, you're the strongest one. I would guess that you would guesstimate the rings to, since they're solid metal, to probably be about 250 to 300 pounds.
Brigdyard could wear that.
So one of these, in other words, you could fit at the most, if they were 250 pounds, which they're not, but if they were 250 pounds, instead of like being 300 pounds, for example, that 2 of them could fit inside a bag of holding. But that's not the case, because they're actually heavier. Because bag of holding can only hold about 500 pounds worth of stuff.
Brigdyard wants to lift it.
So, Brynjar, give me an athletics check. This would be an inventive use of an athletics check. Brynjar, this weighs as much as your younger brother Thorson back during his big boy years.
Oh, FD.
So yeah, about 300 pounds.
Oh, very heavy. Well, I've got something for that, but I can really only carry one.
Can you?
Yeah, and I would also need to sleep.
I'd say, damn, dude,
Partially.
Will is jacked under that.
By the way,
Well,
in terms
I
of the
am
ring-
actually, but
In terms
Wait
of
a
the
minute.
ring,
Hold
In
on.
terms of the ring-
Hold on. We've
Okay.
got multiple people talking at one time. I can really only
Sorry.
focus on one of y'all. Go ahead, Mike.
okay, in terms of the size of the ring, like in terms of like when the part where the ring itself that slips on the finger,
Mhm.
how big of a circumference is that exactly?
It would be. I'm not getting into math. I'm not getting into radius and diameter and all that other crap. It would be roughly a little larger than a closed fist.
Oh, okay, like a regular human-sized fist thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now the two diamonds are smaller. Both
Mhm.
of them, if you were to take them off the rings, could fit into one palm.
Okay. Well, Nair, seeing how easy it was for Brynjar to pick one of these up, he's going to give it a try because he figures, why not? He's like, they seem light enough.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. All right, here we go. That's a 15.
So you try to pick it up, and you're pretty confident. Oh, Brynjar picked it up. I can pick it up, and it sort of just pulls you back down to the ground.
Okay. As it does that, he's like, oh, nice. And he falls asleep.
Okay. All right. Nair falls asleep. Does anybody want to try to make an attempt at appraising the gems that you found? Anything like that? If so,
I can attempt that.
okay. Will Diggles.
I actually can cast Identify.
I will save you the spell slot and let you know that Identify is not going to work as far as like appraising gemstones. It's only going to show you like if something is magic or not.
I mean, that's what I want to do.
Okay. In that case, yeah, you can go ahead and mark off Identify. None of them are magic.
Okay.
They're just really.
But
big. gemstones.
Once I realize they're not magic, I'll try to appraise them too.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check. Just a raw intelligence check. Just literally click where it says intelligence.
Raw intel. Oh,
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're way bigger.
I
Than
know
any-
all about you.
They're way bigger than anything you've ever seen before, Will Eagles. You can't even begin to understand something like this, or how were they even cut? Where were they obtained? You don't know these things.
Do you guys want to laugh? Because I want to like.
Do we
can
want
I
meth?
try?
Did you say, do we want meth?
Do we want to laugh?
Oh. Well, it's
Laugh.
hard. It seems appropriate right now. I mean, I'm half dead.
I don't know how I did that.
So, Pyre, you've spent some time in the elemental plane of fire in the city of Brass, which does a lot of trade, a lot of gems move in and out of there a lot. You would guesstimate that these sapphires. Oh, hang on here. That these sapphires are worth about 12,000 gold per.
Mm.
Oh,
I'll tell everyone that.
You would guess that the rubies are worth 15,000 gold per. And the 2 diamonds, you would guesstimate, are worth about 300 gold per.
300
Oh,
gold?
yeah.
That's
And what was the diamonds?
300.
300 gold.
Oh,
So
they're Revivify.
yeah, so
Yeah.
those values are wrong because the sapphires are worth 12,000 gold, and the rubies are worth 15,000 gold, not 1,500.
Add an extra 0 on those, baby.
Yeah, that would I'm slightly dyslexic, so you know.
Ooh.
I thought I had enough zeros. I either had too many or not enough.
Baby.
So all total,
Which
those 4 large sapphires would be
48.
48k gold.
Large
The-
rubies are 45.
Hang on. I got cat things. Linus, lay down, Bubba. There you go. Okay.
I am taking both of the diamonds because I can use them to save everyone.
I thought like
No,
700
no, no.
pounds or something.
No, those are the rings themselves, not the gems.
Right, but they don't just screw off of the rings.
No, but I mean, there's enough people here. I'm not gonna, make you.
We got
start-
them into a bag of holding.
I'm not gonna
okay.
make you start,
Chipping away at the.
yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll. Oh, I got a crowbar. I do that. No, I'm not gonna make you
Oh,
roll.
they do twist off.
So that would be
You just
48,000 in sapphires, 45,000 in rubies.
You just gotta break the legs.
93k
The
total.
little hook bits. They're the weakest link in the ring, if you will.
So Brynjar, he's looking at the big man's big ring. He kind of scratches, plays with his beard for a second, and he goes into his bag, and he pulls out a vial, a potion, and he ponders, and he'll pour a little bit of it on the ring, and that's the potion of diminution.
Oh, okay. Hang on here.
To see if he can shrink the ring with the potion.
Ooh, clever, clever.
Oh, that's clever.
So, per the wording of the spell, or of
You have
the
to
potion,
drink it.
pardon me, when you drink this potion, you gain the reduce effect of the enlarge/reduce spell. It does not affect the gem itself.
Damn.
So you guys watch as Brynjar just pours the potion all over this.
Pour one out for my homies.
Yeah.
Right?
That one's for
It was
Morgan.
Is worth a shot. So does that? I just said pour a little bit, but does that use up the entire potion?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, Brynjard. That's called science. You get paid for that in some places.
I don't know how much I paid for it, but I'm pretty sure that was a pretty expensive potion. So
That's fine. Here, let me go pull my tart. I'm gonna start working on casting
Let me
mending.
look here. Let me see.
Actually, I could spend. This
and
slot.
also he's gonna go ahead and resurrect Bert.
I was about to say, yeah. I was curious to see if you'd even look over Bert's way.
Poor Bert.
Nah, I need to spend a slot, and they'll both get back to full.
All right, so you paid 500 gold for that potion of diminution.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Never mind. I thought I paid a lot more than that.
That's not bad.
Only 500 gold.
First world
More than
problems.
most people make in a year on Levis.
Mm-hmm.
It actually is. The average person makes maybe 100 gold a year. All right, and Brynjar's like, just 500 gold. Bring on the caviar. All right. We are out of initiative, by the way, so we can
Hooray.
take that out.
Well, we should go tell the
Bring it-
town that they're not dying anymore.
So you said that the bag of holding could hold maybe 500 pounds, right?
Yeah, a bag of holding can hold about 500 pounds.
So one ring, because two won't fit.
So if you're wanting
He's,
to,
he-
if you're wanting to,
he's gonna try it. Yeah, he's gonna try and get that ring into the bag.
okay, yeah, it won't go. You try to, put it like inside, and it won't budge. It's like something's like there's a lot of stuff on the other side of whatever you're trying to wedge it into.
It doesn't. Isn't your bag of holding filled with the chains,
Oh, that's right. Change
with
the
also
Thomas.
which are also 500 pounds? And
Oh, are
exactly.
they?
Also, you don't really even know how much the gold rings are worth. No one's tried to appraise them. You guys just appraise the gems.
Yeah.
Brynjar will try to praise that ring.
Here, can I assist him?
Yeah.
Maybe I should assist you.
Okay, you can assist me.
Okay.
So give me just a straight intelligence check.
No investigation.
Yeah, just
Nope.
intelligence,
Nope. Intelligence check.
All right.
'cause I had negative one.
Funny.
20.
So with a
I
20,
had negative one. I still rolled nice. Got it.
let me type this out.
Just considering if the gold is worth lugging it out, I feel like it's fine.
He'll strap one of those to his back. Carry it out.
7 gold rings worth 5,000. Yeah, that's worth it. That's worth it. Okay.
So that would be another 35. Hang on here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. So what I need to know is Brynjar has said he is going to strap one to his back to carry it back the mile to town. What are the rest of you going to do? There are 6 rings left.
How strong is Bert? Hold on.
Well, hang on here. Now that Bert is
Bert's strong.
Now that Bert is no longer dead, Bert is strong. Hang on here.
So Brynjar's gonna turn to Bert and be like, "Hey, you think you can drag one of those out of the desert for me? I'll get you lots of food."
So yeah, Bert starts dragging one with his beak. It looks like he can carry it pretty well, but you would guess that he's really only going to be able to get one of these things.
Fair.
So that's
fair.
5 gold rings left.
You said we're about a mile from town.
Yes.
All right, I've got 2 spell slots I can use Dimension Door with, and I can take along an object of my size or less. So I could take.
That's
one.
only 500 feet. That's like a tenth of
That's
the way.
but I've got two of them, which is 1,000 feet, which is a kilometer, so we wouldn't have to drag it as far.
Well, do you have like the levitate spell?
Nah.
Uh,
So I'm gonna teleport it a kilometer and then carry it a little bit extra to the town, or drag it, I guess. Just drag it.
okay, I'm going to use some rope, double tie it to the tarts, and pull one like a chariot.
So the
And-
tarts have a strength of 10 each. Is that correct?
Yeah, 10 each. Just pushing. It don't need to be fast. I don't care.
Well, I mean, there's fast, but there's also can they even do it? Give me an athletics check for both of the tarts. I will give you advantage on this because there are two of them pulling it.
So one check or two checks for both.
Well, you have advantage, so it's two checks total.
Okay, so let's just do.
I mean, it's one check with advantage. So
I'll roll 2 dice. 19. Plus 0 for
All right.
19.
19 plus 0 would be 19. 19 is enough that the two tarts are able to carry it in between themselves while hauling it with a length of rope behind them.
Perfect. I have I threw my bedroll into the sand, kind of got the ring to kind of roll onto it, and now it kind of is like glided across the ground.
All right, there are 4 rings left.
I have
And
one
is there-
mega thing.
During this conversation, Nair kind of like all of a sudden rouses from his sleep, says, "Why don't you get the rock man that Willie Diggles brought that summoned forth to carry one of them?" And he falls back to sleep.
And then Will Nichols, you're like, oh, that's a really super idea. Oh, well, yeah.
I already sent him away.
Plus, Will Nichols, you would know that he doesn't stick around long.
Yeah.
Could,
No,
could people just okay? I have a thing might be cool. I have word of recall, and it recalls to Anwar's.
That would get us all there immediately.
Can I? If someone's holding it, would they be able to take it with them? Just question.
Theoretically, if it works with Victor, then it works with Word Recall. Theoretically.
Yeah, I would say it would.
Okay.
All right, then Brynjar's going to try and take another one up underneath his other arm.
All right, just everyone pick it up, and we're all getting Word of Recalled.
Nair's still holding on to the rein that he tried to pick up, by the way. Too.
So now
he's
Bert
like-
looks confused.
Bert,
come
just-
here,
just-
hold it.
Just hold it, buddy. Put it in your beak. You got it.
So he just sort of sits down on the sand now with the ring kind of hanging out of his beak. And he's just sitting there like, what?
Nair, get over here.
1, 2, 3.
Huh? Oh, okay. And he's like, well, what about? And he's trying to drag. I guess where's the other ring that that was like he was holding on to where this guy fell?
So, everyone needs to hold one ring. Does everyone have one ring at least?
Yeah. So I guess now you're
holding
trying
my
to
ring.
drag this thing.
All right, give me an
Across.
athletics check.
Okay. All right.
Everyone, including Bert, needs to hold.
So
Okay.
that's a 21.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It takes you a few moments, but yeah, you're able to drag it over there.
Yeah, he just drunkenly walks over here dragging this big giant ring, and he says, "Oh, are we ready to fight those Dune Lords now?"
Sure.
Diggles just kind of loops his arm through one. Doesn't really attempt to pick it up or drag.
I imagine for him
That's
it's like
perfect
an inner tube almost size.
Like a hula hoop.
Hold it like a hoop of hulu.
It's actually as tall as you are, Will Diggles.
Nice.
You stand inside of it.
Like a tire, like a kid.
Tire swing, yeah.
Kinda, except gold.
Could you move one of the tarts, please? The one in the center?
Yes.
Thank you. Brynjar, move here. Bert needs to move, so yes, perfection. 5 foot from me. Let's do
This
this.
is awkward.
And I'll cast it. Because I'm upcasting it to 8. Because I don't have a 6th level spell slot.
Go ahead and
Dude, I don't
cast.
have any.
Go ahead and cast it in the chat so I can go through it like a rules lawyer, so I can shoot you guys down. I can find
There is
it.
Up to
one.
5.
There is one little catch that I think could be an issue.
Oh, hey, Bert's
You
not
and
a.
up to 5 willing creatures within 5 feet of you.
Bert and Tart would not be covered.
They would not be well. They're not. Yeah.
Why?
Bart and Bert, yeah. So if everyone else has 1 and someone has 2, then we just have to have the summons walk in.
Is
Bryn-
Do
Yeah,
you
would-
not have a
after we-
bag of holding, Taj?
I have a bag of holding. I wasn't sure if it was allowed to carry a second one.
It's not allowed to carry a second. One's in the bag.
But you
of
can hold
holding.
one and put one in the bag of holding.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. So everyone has 1 and I have 2.
That is how I understand it. Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay.
Was that bag of holding empty earlier?
It has stuff that can go into a backpack.
Okay.
It was mostly just, being comfortable than otherwise.
Okay.
I don't have anything drastic in there. The chain shirt that I'm wearing, a wand, a ring.
Taj has his 500-pound weight set.
Yeah.
So
He's pumping iron in his spare time.
up to 5 willing creatures. Which character is getting left behind?
All of them.
Well, no, so
Because it's you and 5, so it's 6 people. So it's
You. Oh wait, no. You went up to 5. So that means I'm guessing the 2 Tarts and Bert get left behind.
once we hand off the ring, I will leave town and I'll go and make sure everyone gets home safe.
Yeah. Bert, we'll be right back.
Bert will protect the carts.
Yes. Start heading towards town. We'll be right there.
From what?
Brynjar, as you're vanishing, you hear Bert call out, "Asshole!"
Blame J. Craw. He said 5 and you instead of 6 and you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we will stop there for tonight. It is already 9:40. We'll start next session by we'll convert that gold over.
Did we do a thing?
Did
After-
you
Did
do
we-
a thing? Could you be
after
more
just-
specific? Because
after-
We would
after
never ask.
eradicating the Dune Lords.
like
Did
you
we
know when
do-
Linus does a thing, quote unquote, it means something different.
There
We
you
call
go.
it do a doodle in our house.
Do a doodle.
Yeah.
There you go. Did we level up?
Yes, you have all leveled up to level 17.
Oh, boy. So exciting! This is fantastic. I feel I'm excited we level up. I'm getting nervous that we're getting close to the end.
It only took a month.
Mm-hmm.
It only took a
Yeah,
month.
that was.
You know
a heck
what?
of a fight.
That was a hell of a fight though to do it.
I think we might have. I think we earned that one.
Yeah, I would have been a little surprised if we didn't level up after that, but no, it was good. It was good. 5 plus con, that's 7. That's
Damn, I didn't expect to make it that far. What do bards even get at this level?
5 plus con.
5
Oh, you get 9th level spells, huh? They go that high these days.
Yep.
I don't understand what I just did.
You rolled for HP, so it rolled for you for your HP. You rolled a 4, which so you roll it again. You got average, or you took the average, which is 4. So you rolled a 4, and then you took the average, which is 4.
Is it
Mhm.
automatically change that? I've never clicked
So
that
it's
before.
4 plus your Constitution bonus, and then you can. That's how much HP you gain, right?
So you would add your those 4s. Take one of those 4s and add your Constitution modifier, and then that's how much your your max HP would go up.
Yeah, I think it's gonna do that automatically. Ooh.
So your max HP is hang on here, 138. It looks like.
Yes.
So
So
what
that's
does
very-
it say on your character sheet?
I can't look at the character sheet because I'm in the character mancer.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. That junk. Oh, I get Cone
go
of
ahead and
Cold. Love that spell. Would have
What's
been really
the-
helpful here.
Big roll. 5. Nope, bad roll. Oh well.
Oh well.
But we
You
don't
take
have
the
any more
bad
big
and the
battles
You
to
guys
fight.
are
right?
you guys are brave. I gotta say, I am a little wussy baby for taking average.
coward.
I am a coward. I'm a coward.
You're
I
a
will own it.
coward,
I'll wear it.
but it's the sensible choice.
Like, I'm done.
I've rolled once, multiple times.
No,
I've done
I
it.
just rolled a 2, and I'm proud of that 2.
Be proud. I'm proud of that too. I think you're incredible. I think you are a paragon of hope.
All right.
Yeah, to be fair, all through
speaking,
campaign 1.
speaking of paragons of hope, that ends our session for tonight. Say good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
Good
night,
night,
everybody.
everybody.
Thanks for
Buenas
everybody
noches.
who stopped to see us in chat, and thanks and hello to everyone who's going to watch this later on YouTube. Good night.
Yep.
See you later, Rick.
Yeah, as Victor Cervantes would say, hasta la próxima semana. Until next
Yep.
week.